Cool. We are rolling, so please state your name, title, and company affiliation.
My name is Dr. Michael Yuz. I am with MDW.io, a blockchain diagnostic company which is concentrated on medical diagnostic imaging and radiology.
So can you talk a little bit about your background and your experience in blockchain and healthcare?
Absolutely, thank you. First of all, thank you for this opportunity to present. Let me start over. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm a serial entrepreneur, first of all. I'm also a physician. I got my first venture actually at age 14 as I was running a newspaper-related company for about 8 years and actually sold it at the end of my medical school. So I was always in the healthcare field as well as in entrepreneurship. I started my last venture called USARAT and secondopinions.com 10 years ago. So I got a lot of experience in medical imaging and radiology, which was prepared me for this next venture. My company USARAT is backed by Siemens Healthineers and other prominent healthcare investors. I was always interested in blockchain and got I got my feet wet with some of the Bitcoin, and that's my first exposure several years ago. About 12 months ago, I got together with the current partners and we put together a plan because the current teleradiology industry is experiencing many issues. One of the biggest challenges is the physician shortage. Specifically, radiologists is just not enough of them, not just in US, but globally. So we decided to put together a plan for a marketplace approach to connect imaging facilities with radiologists and also some of the other physicians, specialists as well. So this was the main idea, and we wanted to leverage blockchain to make the transactions fast and efficient. This is a very large industry with approximately 2 billion transactions a year. So there's about 700 million imaging studies done in the United States, and worldwide probably between 2 and 3 billion. So we saw a very large opportunity to really make a difference.
So now looking into, I'm sorry, did I cut you off? You have more?
I'm going to actually finish them. Yeah. In addition, because of their because of the hype of artificial intelligence, there's a lot of startups and larger companies as well that came into the market to alleviate the radiology shortage. However, looking back over the past 24 months with all this hype, there was actually very little progress that was done. And part of the reason is because it's very difficult to actually get the clean data, and also because radiologist shortage, very difficult to find enough radiologists to actually help create these algorithms. So this is also part of our platform.
So looking at the book opportunity and what you're contributing to the book, can you explain why it was important for you to bring what you did to the table?
Well, it's very important because we are one of the first true, real use cases of blockchain in healthcare. So we'd like to share our experience so that other entrepreneurs can come out and contribute to their area of expertise. Just like with any new technology, there's at the beginning there's a lot of hype, but the most important part of our project is you must find a niche. You must find a real demand. The rules of business prevail, supply and demand. Don't do a project in blockchain just because it's cool. Do something that's really needed, somewhere where blockchain can resolve the issues in healthcare.
Speaking of blockchain, when you look at it as a technology, where do you think we are in terms of the maturity of it?
Well, it's a great question, but essentially, I believe we're extremely early, and I would probably put it at a level of where internet was in the 90s. However, it's clear that we're going to grow. The technology is going to mature probably with the speed of light. and much faster than other technologies such as internet did.
So then, looking back on the healthcare side of things, what do you think are some of the most pressing issues for blockchain in healthcare?
Well, some of the most present issues in blockchain in healthcare include ability to deliver the healthcare at the lowest possible cost and with the highest quality. So the way we're doing it is by bringing the most qualified radiologist or other physician, utilizing the crowdsourcing approach. So we're a marketplace with thousands of doctors, and there's always the right doctor or combination of doctors that can interpret or deliver healthcare better than other radiologists. So it's finding sometimes a needle in a haystack. And so we're finding the best possible physicians who are available at the right time, right place, and at a lower cost. So that's we're bringing in an element of great efficiency. That's what really we are doing, and I believe that's one of the largest power of blockchain is to deliver this.
So when you start looking into 2019 and beyond, what excites you about blockchain, or what are some things that you look forward to seeing come about?
Obviously the blockchain has a great blockchain. Blockchain has tremendous power to make a big difference in healthcare. From a standpoint of security and the data trail, to efficiency, to reduce costs, to marketplace approach, it has a great power to make a difference very fast. Let's see what else. So in 2019, there will be a revolution, I believe, of blockchain and healthcare, because the technology moves so fast. There will be companies that are coming out that create a real technology to resolve real problems in healthcare. And we certainly believe we will be one of these companies that will make a difference.
Awesome. Now, going into this book for the readers, any comments or thoughts that you want to leave them with that they should keep in mind going into this book?
Right. So, as I mentioned previously, with the new technology, there will always be a lot of hype. So make sure your project is validated. Make sure it has a real use case. Make sure there's real demand. I think what happened actually for the past 9 months with a lot of companies that came out and raising lots of money just on a white paper, I think that's going to go away, as we see already. So just make sure you're not introducing a blockchain company just because of the blockchain element. Make sure there's a real case scenario. I don't want to overemphasize that.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add?
Oh, let's see. Make sure we covered everything. Yes, I would like to. Are we doing so far okay?
Great. Perfect.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Very good. No, I just want to give you the opportunity to add anything that you definitely want to get on record.
Exactly. Okay, so I want to talk about the crowd reading. It's some new and removing. Talk a little bit about the platform.
Sure.
And how it works.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So I want to talk about crowd reading. I want to talk about removing the bottlenecks. Okay. So MGW.io, actually we launched the platform only about 12 months ago. And the idea was back then was on a napkin essentially. But the idea was so powerful that we were able to contact few investors, and we were able to raise a seed in just 60 days. In that short time, and raising a relatively small amount of money, in addition to our contribution as partners, we're able to actually create a live platform and create a true use cases, true use case approach, demonstrate a true use cases of healthcare, blockchain healthcare. The platform removes the bottlenecks that exist in the digital healthcare ecosystem. We resolve it in several ways. For example, we have a marketplace approach and a crowd of physicians that provide interpretations. Now, if you think about it, the medical errors are really disastrous. You know, they can obviously kill and scar the patient. So by providing a best physicians at the right time, but also several physicians providing interpretation at the same time, you essentially can eliminate the medical errors. So this is one of the flagship features of the platform. Additionally, we work with artificial intelligence companies excuse me. In addition, we work with AI companies and deep learning companies in a space that develop the algorithms. And we are able to provide them with a required data. And also we're able to provide them the crowd of radiologists who are able to annotate and help create algorithms. This is two of the challenges that they're facing in creating the new algorithms. In addition, as these companies come out with more and more FDA-approved algorithms, MDW is able to serve as a clearinghouse to deliver these algorithms back to the imaging facilities and radiologists. So this is part of the business model that's part of the platform.
Awesome.
Let's see. We still have a minute or two?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I think once you edit it, it'll be fine. Right?
Oh, it will. No,
it'll
absolutely.
And you'll put it in the right place too, not necessarily the way
yes, correct.
Because I may be a little bit out of order.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just mention as well that we do an STO. Is that
cool.
okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So after raising a small seed and bringing the platform live, we demonstrated the real use case. I'm actually the first radiologist and probably one of the first physicians in the planet who was able to earn money in cryptocurrency by providing interpretation. Therefore, I believe we make history as pioneers in the space. So now the platform, now that it's live, we're ready for security token offering, which will be announced at RSNA, or Radiology Society of North America, which is one of the largest radiology conferences in actually about a few weeks in end of November. Happy to discuss the details with any potential investors as well.
Wonderful.
I think we've covered.
It's really cool.
I think we've covered most of the things.
I think so too.
Yeah, we've covered the platform and some of the questions for the book. Any other points we can make for the book? Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. You covered everything that I needed from you early on, so I think this is really good.
All right, man. I think it's good.